Look at me for a minute. Alright, so I want to show y'all a quick way of doing a cheap and sloppy cut. Most of the time when you're quilting, a lot of times things don't come out exactly even anyways. So you can kind of sloppy your way through it a tiny bit and fix the errors later. This is one way to do it. I folded this one time and I took the scissors and I cut it right at the crease. And then I tore it the rest of the way. And it just saves time on cutting if you're doing big squares. Or you're doing tiny squares, you don't want to do it. But these are going to be big squares, like the one we've been working in at church. I ironed it out on top of it, on top of this the way that it is. I ironed it this way after I folded it again. I put the two, look, let me back up, excuse me. I put the two pieces that I got first, put them together on top of each other, then folded them like this, and then ironed it. And then I just now took the scissors and cut this on the crease again, and started tearing it down the side here. Okay, saves a lot of time. Now, I'm going to line it up to the best of my ability here. It will be a little bit off, just a tiny bit. Like I said, we can fix it later. As long as you get close to the majority of the size you want. I'm sure you remember on my last videos, there was quite a bit of extra fabric you don't use anyway. So you're really not hurting too much, and you're saving a lot of time if you're working with big squares. So now, we put these together. That's two pieces, and now this is two pieces. So we put them together again. Give me a minute to get it all straightened out. Don't worry about making them perfect squares right now. We're just getting close to the size that we need to save time on cutting out every single little square all the way across. Okay, smooth it out, iron it if you're more comfortable. I've turned my iron off now, so I'm not going to iron it, just to save time and for this video, so I can do this. This is a quilt that I'm going to work on for a friend of mine who's having a baby in October, or another little girl that I know. Don't know yet who's going to actually get it, but I know this is about the size squares I want to work with right here. It's going to be pretty big squares this time. So I'm going to fold it right there. Again, kind of iron it out with my hands a little bit. Take these scissors, find the center here. Make a cut right at the crease. Take it, find the center again, wherever that was. Okay, that's it. Tear it. Are you even looking to see if you just got that on video, or are you looking over there?
I got you.
I'm asking you for help, and you're looking at another screen. You don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so squares. Okay, we do the same thing again. I think I'm going to want to use this maybe as my go-by pieces. I don't have to. I was using this board. Sometimes it's better to keep using what you were using before in case there's any differences in the fabric. But if you see, I was doing the full length of this board. So you can do it that way if you want. And just fold it over. where it's at. Till it drops off the board there. I did it before. I want to make sure that I have the right size. I didn't get too much. Just confirm before cutting. That's good enough to work with. I might give it a little more. I don't want to give it too much because I don't want to run out of... I need this end to be right too, so I may just come back just a tiny bit more. Get it as close to it as possible. I can make it perfect as I go when I'm sewing it. By sewing in a little further or out a little less. So that's going to be perfect. 2 more squares, if y'all can see that. That will make me 2 more sets of squares. So, a couple more sets of squares. Anyways, we do it again. We take the scissors. We cut at this crease. I just saved a whole bunch of time from having to cut fabric. Alright. Now we got these pieces, strings everywhere. Straighten that out. Okay. These pieces will go on top of my other pieces. Straighten this out again. Just cut those off. Alright. Straighten those out. And alright, now probably just cut those in half if I'm lucky enough. I'll just cut them in half and they'll be perfect. That'll end up perfect. So, take these off, fold it in half. Iron it out with my hands a little bit. Usually a real iron, but I'm doing it with my hands for the video because I gotta hurry and I have to plug my thing back up and go back and forth, and that's hard to do in such a tiny space. So forgive me for taking such lazy measures here. Make my little cut on the crease. Take it, tear it. Now all my big squares are cut out, and I'm going to be sewing these big squares together side by side so it's all solid white, and then I'm going to be embroidering or other baby animals on the inside. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. You can stop the video now, John.